My child, Carter, come here.
Oui, maman.
Call Andre. We need to discuss an important issue. I ran up the stairs of our mansion, anxious to know about the serious topic.
Andre, come downstairs. Mama wants to talk to us. What is it? I'm trying to play my video game. She said it's important. Come now. It might be about Papa.
He stopped what he was doing and looked at me in a woeful way. He got up, speechless. We didn't say a word to each other as we entered the elevator. Our faces were blank without a single expression. As we got out of the elevator, I could see Mama's face. She was pale and anxious. This is hard for me to say, my children, but your father isn't returning home any time soon. Your papa has made some horrible mistakes that have had serious consequences. He has fled the country. I don't know where he is. I don't know when he'll be back. I don't know what will happen to us. Andre comforted her, but I just sat there, speechless. Papa hasn't been home for about a year now. Mama and Papa both travel a lot, but this has been the longest we have gone without seeing Papa. Mama always leaves us alone with a nanny, but these past months she has stayed here with us 24/7, which is unusual for her. We knew something was wrong with Papa because of Mama staying home with us. Plus, every time we asked her about him, she begins to cry. Papa is very rich and owns many factories here in France. His factories extract zinc to make products. He has sold his products all over the world. What did Father do wrong? What has happened to him? It has been 2 weeks since Mama told us about Papa. Every day I think about him. What has he done? Mama hasn't been letting us go to school anymore, so I spend most of my time watching TV. To get my father out of my mind, I start flipping through channels and land on a news show talking about an element called zinc, which is what Papa's company uses to make its products. The blonde reporter continuously talked about how a French company has extracted all the zinc from the world. As the reporter was about to say the name of the company that has extracted all the zinc, suddenly I hear loud noises. Boom! Boom! Boom!
Die, Esteban! Die, Esteban! Die, Esteban!
I am extremely confused. What is going on? Why is this crowd screaming my father's name? Mama said he has made some mistakes, but what did he do that is so bad that a stampede of men show up at our front door? No wonder Mama has ordered security. I must find out what is going on. Exactly when the loud screams begin, Andre comes running down the stairs with a blank expression on his face. He was terrified. So was I.
Andre, what has Papa done? What can be so horrible that this happens? Carter, Papa has extracted all the zinc from the world. That can't be true. Papa isn't evil, and they are calling the owner of the company a horrible man. Papa isn't a horrible man. I have heard it all over the news, Carter. Esteban Zinc Industries is Papa's company, and that is the company that took all the zinc. Papa is evil.
That night I couldn't sleep, unable to process how Papa could extract all the zinc from the world. But could zinc be that important? It isn't like oxygen. Do we really need it to survive? I decided to look up all the reasons why we needed zinc. I was completely wrong. Zinc isn't just in your sunscreen. It's actually really important. For example, zinc is used to galvanize other metals, such as iron. Galvanize is when you prevent from rusting. Galvanized steel is used for car bodies, street lamp posts, safety barriers, and suspension bridges. Now that we don't have zinc anymore, all of these items will rust and will be useless. Plus, large quantities of zinc are used to produce die castings, which are important in automobiles, electrical, and hardware industries. Without zinc, we won't have functioning automobiles or any other electrical devices. Zinc is also used in alloys such as brass, nickel, silver, and aluminum solder. Zinc is widely used in the manufacturing of many products such as paint, rubber, cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, plastics, inks, soaps, batteries, textiles, and electrical equipment. Zinc is used in making of luminous paints, fluorescent lights, and X-ray screens. Many industries will die out due to Papa's actions. Zinc is not only useful in industries, but is also essential for all living things to survive. It helps the immune system fight off bacteria and viruses. The body also needs zinc to make proteins and DNA, and is needed during pregnancy, infancy, and childhood. The body needs zinc to grow and develop properly. The average human body contains about 2.5 grams of zinc and takes in about 15 milligrams per day. Without zinc in our bodies, we aren't able to heal, fight off viruses, and make protein. What has Papa done? 2 months have passed, and there has still been no sign of Papa. I haven't been able to sleep, and the world is collapsing due to Papa's ignorance. Thousands of people in France alone have been hospitalized because of the lack of zinc in their bodies. Bridges are collapsing, cars are breaking down, electrical devices aren't even being sold anymore. Millions of industries have been closed. Without zinc, items we took for granted like plastic and soap have been taken away from us. If someone doesn't do something soon, the world as we know it will soon collapse. All because of Papa. I haven't even been able to leave my house in about 3 months. If I do dare to leave, an angry mob will attack me. Some days I ponder why Papa did this. Why did he ruin the life of his family and the rest of the world? For the past month, all that television has been airing is news, and the only thing they talk about on the news is Papa. But I still watch it. It passes time. Like always, they were talking about Papa. They talk about the same thing every day with barely any new information. But then suddenly, the news reporter stated that there has been speculation that Papa is hiding in Italy with the machine that is able to undo this whole catastrophe. Then, from out of nowhere, I remember Papa once told me that he has an underground mansion in the island of Portofino, which no one knows about except me and Andre. I have come up with a perfect plan.
Andre, what? I have a plan. I have a way to solve all of this, to make Zinc come back, for people to stop hating
us,
and for the world to be back in one piece. Okay then, tell me your brilliant plan. I will do whatever it takes to make this all stop. Remember when we were eating dinner once and Papa told us how he has an underground mansion in the island of Portofino? I heard on the news that Papa is in Italy, so of course he is in the mansion. Now here comes the best part. There's also rumors that he has a machine that can fix all of this. We live in France. How are we supposed to get there? Also, why would Dad just let us use the machine? We will use our private jet. Portofino isn't too far away. This plan may be impossible, but it's our only chance of saving this world. Okay, I will do it. When are we leaving to Italy? Pack the essentials. We are heading for Papa's mansion tomorrow at 6 a.m.
At 6 a.m., Andre and I enter our private jet, ready to head off to Portofino. The plane ride from Monte Carlo to Portofino took about an hour. As we looked down from the plane, I could see Monte Carlo falling apart because of Papa. Out of nowhere, Andre began asking me questions about zinc.
What is zinc anyways? All I know is that it's an element in the periodic table. First of all, zinc is a type of metal that is grouped with mercury and cadmium, and is in the transition metal group. Zinc has an atomic number of 30 and an atomic mass of 65.39. Its chemical symbol is Zn. Zinc isn't found as a pure element, however, it is found as minerals in the Earth's crust and is the 24th most abundant mineral. Zinc's boiling point is 907 degrees Celsius, its melting point is 419.5 degrees Celsius, and its freezing point is 419.5 degrees Celsius.
Zinc has a silvery white metal color with a bit of blue tinge color, and it does not have a specific odor. Zinc reacts with many elements. For example,
zinc metal dissolves in aqueous alkalis such as potassium hydroxide, KOH, to form zincates such as ZnOH42. The discovery of zinc is unknown. It has existed since ancient times. Something I found really interesting about zinc is that it comes from the German name Zinki, which means spike. That's everything I know about zinc. How on earth do you know all of that? When all TV is showing is news and you can't leave the house, you start to look up the element that has disappeared because of your dad.
Exactly when I said that, the plane landed on the village of Portofino. We got off the plane and got into our limo. We then told Polo, Papa's favorite chauffeur, who he uses when he comes to Portofino, to go to Papa's mansion. Andrea and I were terrified to confront our father, and we had no idea what this machine was capable of. All we knew is that it could restore all the zinc back into the world. We went through a dark tunnel where no car dared to enter. It was pitch black for a while, but once we exited the tunnel, I could see Father's huge mansion. Andre had the key to the mansion, which he found in Papa's office. We slowly entered the mansion, afraid security would attack us, but nobody was there. We searched the house, we even began screaming Papa's name, but no one answered. We then found the basement that led us to a note which said, "Dear Carter and Andre, I know you would look for this machine that my good friend Dr. Alexandria had made for me to fix my mistakes. However, I don't have enough time to use the machine. There are many people who have found out about this mansion, and there are many people that want me dead. So you see, my sweet children, I must leave forever. I know that you will do the right thing and fix my mistakes. Sincerely, your Papa, Estevan." We turned around, finding the machine behind us. We looked at each other, both too scared to press the red button. That was apparently supposed to solve all of our problems. "You press it." I was more afraid than I've ever been in my entire life, yet I still agreed to press the button. I slowly moved my hands toward the machine. I close my eyes, take a long, deep breath, and press the red button. For a while, nothing happened. Then suddenly, boom! The machine exploded in my face. I slowly opened my eyes, incredibly confused. I thought this machine was supposed to fix everything. I look around, finding myself in my room. Unable to process what was going on, I ran to Andre's room.
What just happened?
We ran downstairs, finding Mama and Papa sitting in the dining table eating breakfast. I sprinted outside, finding that everything was the way it was before Zinc disappeared. Andre came running after me, telling me that we went back to the past before Papa extracted all the zinc from the world. I ran to Papa, telling him that I loved him and that he should never extract all the zinc in the world, or else horrible things will happen. He laughed, thinking I was joking. I wasn't. Thank God everything worked out and Zinc has returned. I will never forget this experience, and if I learned anything from it, is that every element is needed for our survival, especially zinc. And hopefully nothing like this will ever happen again.